Good morning, friends. Today we have to study the takeover or acquisition. It means that is the other form of the corporate restructuring, and this form also we have to study as per our syllabus. Okay. Now, what is the exact meaning of takeover or acquisition? Takeover or acquisition are popular form of corporate restructuring. Don't forget it all. These are the popular forms of the corporate restructuring. It is external form of restructure. Don't forget it all. Takeover or acquisition is external form of restructure. Before SEBI regulations, takeovers were generally outdoor tool for the grabbing the control over the ownership and management. Okay, through purchasing the shares of target companies from the stock market. Even the purchasing of shares was undertaken very strictly and very secretly. Even the shares were purchased in dummy names. Now it is all changed because of SEBI regulations and guidelines. It is also changed because of SEBI regulations and guidelines, making PAN compulsory, permanent account number compulsory for purchasing shares. Okay. Introduction of demat account and other provisions are also made there. Today, backdoor takeover is crime. Don't forget at all. Backdoor or taken over or take over is crime, and heavy punishment is prescribed for it. It shall be only throughout. It shall be only through the front door, not a back door, and the legal procedure laid down by the SEBI must be strictly followed. Takeover can be either friendly or hostile. But in India, takeovers can be only friendly as per the SEBI regulations. It means that the nature of takeover also we have to understand. It is only friendly as per SEBI regulations. Now we have to understand the meaning of takeover. What is the exact meaning of takeover? The takeover may be defined. The takeover may be defined as it means one company take over another company. Very simple meaning is there. One company take over another company through acquiring control over the ownership and management of the other company by mutual agreement between the both companies. Very important things are there. It means that companies and mutual agreement should be there, mutual understanding should be there, and control over the ownership and management is also important aspect, and that is called, what is it, acquisition or takeovers, that is called. Okay, now what are the characteristics of takeover? We have to understand there are different types of the characteristics. With the help of the above definition, we can explain the different characteristics of the takeover along with some implied characteristics. Okay, first characteristic we have to understand, takeover aims at acquiring the control over the ownership. What is the aim? At acquiring the control over ownership and management of another company. Very important. Then second characteristic is also there. It is through mutual agreement. It is through mutual agreement between the concerned two companies. Then it takes over all the assets and liabilities of the target companies. Next characteristic is also there. It is nothing but a taking over the total business of the target company. This characteristic also we have to understand. It is nothing but a take over the total business, whole business of the target company, and that is also called takeover. Okay, the consideration of takeover is mutually decided. Such type of a consideration can be decided mutually, and mutually decision is also important, and paid in cash or in form of shares of acquiring company or in the both ways. It means that in kind of cash, in form of shares, or in the both ways also consideration can be paid. Okay, and the next characteristic we have to understand, it requires pre-sanctions of the shareholders of the both the companies, also requires pre-sanction of High Court, and also requires pre-sanction of SEBI. It means that we have to get the pre-sanction of these three parties. What are those three parties? Shareholders, who are the owner of the company, then High Court, and the SEBI. From these three parties, we have to get pre-sanction. Okay, in this way, these are different types of the half dozen characteristics. How many characteristics are there? 6 characteristics I have mentioned here, and with the help of those characteristics also, you can understand the exact meaning of takeover or acquisition. Now we have to study the legal procedure of takeover or acquisition. Try to understand. A takeovers different from mergers. Try to understand. Takeovers differ from the mergers. A merger where willingly combination, but takeovers are generally unwilling combination. Mergers are willingly combination, but takeover is not willingly combination. This is difference we have to understand. Even the legal procedure for takeover differ from the procedure of mergers. Legal procedure is also different from the mergers also. Though it is unwillingly combination, the formal negotiations are held between the acquired company. Don't forget at all. The formal negotiations are held between the acquired company and the target company. The legal procedure for takeovers. The legal procedure for takeovers are acquisition is as follows. What is the legal procedure for the takeover or acquisition? That legal procedure also we have to study as per our syllabus also, and different types of the steps we have to understand, we have to study. With the help of these different steps also, such type of a legal procedure can be completed. What are those steps? First step is there, appointing. Try to understand. Appointing merchant banker. The top management of the acquired company take the decision to taking over the target company, which is very confidential at the initial stage. Such type of a procedure kept very confidential at the initial stage. Once the decision is taken, it appoints the merchant banker for the expert advice. Merchant bankers are appointed for the expert advice. What is the purpose of appointment of merchant bankers? For getting the expert advice. As per SEBI's guidelines, a merchant banker, try to understand, as per the guidelines of SEBI, a merchant banker must be from category 1, which are classified by SEBI. And this is the first step of the legal procedure of takeover or acquisition. Then another step we have to understand, what is it? Collecting information. All the necessary and relevant information about the target company. All the necessary and relevant information about the target company is collected by merchant bankers. The duty of collection of such necessary and relevant information about the target company is of merchant bankers. Especially information about production, markets, technology, shareholders profile, indebtedness, distribution channels is collected secretly. Such type of information is collected secretly from the different sources also. It means that collection of this information from the different sources are also essential. It means that those sources are also very important. Then third step we have to understand, examining the articles. Examining the articles means what? The article of association of the target company is carefully examined. The association is also essential, and article of association of target company is carefully examined from the point of view of takeover. The articles defined the rules and framework of the internal management of the target company. The merchant banker, with the help of its legal advisor, goes through the provisions of articles of association. In this way, examination of the article, this is also the next step of the legal procedure. Then another step is also there, advice report. The merchant bankers prepares the report on the takeover. Advice report, who can prepare? Merchant banker prepares the report of takeover of the target company with its expert advice and comments. It is submitted to the top management of the acquired company. such type of a report is submitted to the top management of the acquired company. The top management of acquired company makes final decision on takeover on basis of report. In this way, advice report is also prepared and presented, okay, for the final decision. Then next step we have to study here, that is approval of the board. The report of merchant bankers with the comments of the top management is put before the board of directors for the approval purpose. The board of directors approves the proposed takeovers of the target company. The team for formal negotiation is also appointed. It means that after getting the approval, the team for formal negotiation is also appointed there. Then holding negotiation, that is also another step. What is it? Holding negotiation. Formal and even informal negotiations are held between the acquirer company and target company. All details of takeovers are finalized in the negotiation. Final negotiations are put on the paper. Try to understand. It is not oral negotiation. It is also written negotiation. That's why such type of negotiations are put on the paper and it is signed by both the companies. If necessary, MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, may be signed by both the parties. MOU may be signed by both the parties also. Okay. In this way, the holding or negotiation is also the essential step. Then next step is also there, public announcement. What is it? Public announcement. As per SEBI's guidelines, the acquired company shall make public announcement of takeover within 4 days. What is the time limit is there? Within 4 days after the finalization of negotiation. It is also to be published in the National English Daily and Hindi newspapers and even in one regional language newspaper of the place where shares of the company are listed. The public announcement must contain all the details of the takeover process as maintained in the or as mentioned in the SEBI guidelines with minimum percent of the share to be acquired. It means that there is a restriction of minimum percentage of shares of acquisition. Okay, and this public announcement is also essential. Then next step we have to understand letter of offer. Letter of offer means the acquired company has to prepare proposed draft of the letter of offer, which is to be sent to the shareholders of the target company. The letter of offer shall contain offer price, mode of payment, opening and closure date of the offer, date of payment with the necessary other details. All such things are included in letter of offers also. What are those things are also included there? Contents of offer price, mode of payment, opening and closure date of the offer, date of payment with the necessary other details. All these things are also included in letter of offers. Then next step also we have to study, that is approval of SEBI. The takeover requires the approval of SEBI. Hence, the letter of offer of the MOU or document of negotiation is submitted to the SEBI for its approval. SEBI examines the MOU or document and letter of offers. The necessary fee is to be deposited with the SEBI. SEBI is charging such type of a fee and that fee should be deposited there, and afterward definitely such type of approval will be given. Next step we have to understand, what is it? Sending draft of the letter of offer to the target company. That is the 10th characteristic, 10th step of the legal procedure we have to understand. Sending the draft of letter of offer to the target company. The draft of the letter of offer is sent to the target company for its consideration. It also go through the details of the letter and if necessary it may suggest corrections. In this way this step also you have to follow. Then another step is also there, letter of offer to the stock exchange. Stock exchange, the final and approved letter of the offer Try to understand. The final and approved letter of the offer is to be submitted to the stock exchange, where the shares of acquired company and the target company are listed. Both the companies should have to list their shares and list their shares in the stock exchange. It is only for the sake of information, but it is obligatory on the part of acquired company. Okay, and this step is also we have to understand what is it? Letter of offer to the stock exchange. Then another letter of offer to the shareholders have to issue. After approval of the SEBI, the letter of offer is sent to all shareholders of the target company. The offer is optional. The shareholders of the target company may or may not accept for it or accept the offer also. If accepted, he should forward the forms of acceptance duly filed in the form and duly signed to the merchant banker before the closure date. The offer remains open. The offer remains open for the 30 days. The offer remains open for the 30 days. Then another step also we have to understand, opening escrow account. What type of account? Opening escrow account. Try to understand. The acquirer company shall open escrow account in the bank. The acquirer company shall open the escrow account in the bank for payment of offer price to the shareholder. For payment of offer price to the shareholder, it has to deposit the required amount in the bank account. In this way, this is the step, and that step also we have to follow. What is it? Opening escrow account. Then next step is also there, making payment. The merchant bankers of the acquirer company shall make payment to the shareholders. The merchant bankers of the acquirer company shall make payment to the shareholders who accepted the offer and submitted the form of acceptance. The payment shall be made within 30 days. You have to understand the time limit of payment. That type of payment shall be made within 30 days from the closure date of the offer. The payment are made through banks only. For example, depositing the amount in the given bank account of the acceptors. As shares are offered in the name of acquirer company, the acceptors are no more members of the both companies. In this way, payment is also you have to make, and making the payment, that is the second last step of the legal procedure. And what is the last step? Completing other formalities. The acquirer company completes all other formalities. The acquirer company completes all other formalities of the takeovers. The formalities are to be completed within 30 days. Try to understand. Here is also time limit is given, and that formality also you have to complete within 30 days from the closure of the offers. The acquirer company shall furnish necessary information about actual acquisition of shares of SEBI, of shares to the SEBI, concerned stock exchange and target company. Thus, the legal procedure of takeover ends with these steps. How many steps are there? 15 steps are there, and with the help of these 15 steps, legal procedure can be completed. What are those 15 steps? First, appointing merchant banker. Second, collecting information. Next, examining the articles. Next, advice report. Next, approval of the board. Next, holding negotiation. Next, public announcement. Next, letter of offer. Next, approval of SEBI. Next, sending draft of letter of offer to target company. Next, letter of offer to stock exchange. Next, letter of offer to shareholders. Next, opening escrow account. Next, making payment, and the last, completing other formalities. These are different stages or steps in the legal procedure of takeover. Now, we have to study what are the benefits of takeovers. There are different types of the benefits company can get of the takeover. What are those? First benefit is there, The takeover leads to economies of production, which lower down the cost of production. When you can say our production is economy production, if the cost of production is lower, at that time you can say our production is economy. And if cost of production is more, you cannot say our production is economy. Okay, that's why you have to leads to the economy products. Okay, economic production, try to understand, it means your cost of production should be down and down and down. Okay, then another benefit is also there. It also helps to lower down the cost of distribution and marketing. It means that with the help of such type of restructuring, we can lower down the cost of distribution of marketing. Then another benefit is also possible. It offers access of new market, which leads to expansion of the market with new customers. Then another benefit is also there. It gives access to new distribution. It gives access to new distribution channel, which was belonging to the target company. Next benefit is also there. It lowers down, try to understand, it lowers down the intensity of competition. That is also essential. Lower down the intensity of competition in the market, increasing competitiveness of the company. Then another benefit is also there. It also consolidates the favorable position of raw material. क्या बात है, favorable position of raw material should be consolidated, and that is possible with the help of this takeover. Then another benefit is also possible there. It accelerates the growth of the company. Growth should be accelerated continuously, and it is possible with the help of this restructuring. Then another benefit is also there. That is, it leads to economies of synergy in many ways. Another benefit is there. It maximizes the profit of the company. Then it makes the financial position of the company more sound. And the last benefit you can understand, the society at large and customers are also benefited because of cost effective and full utilization of resources. In this way, these are the different types of the benefits of takeovers. And after discussion of these points, we have completed the second form of the restructuring here. What is it? Takeover. If any difficulty will be there, you can meet at my email. Okay, and also you are having my mobile number also. If any difficulty is there, if any problem is there, any shanka will be there in your mind, at that time you can contact me immediately. Okay, thank you very much.